Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Buzzards franchise here in the M10. Last episode, managed to rally back against the Wild Folks after being down 2-0, winning 7-3 with a 7-1 rally in the 8th inning of that contest. In their second straight game of the season, Bullpen and Travolta the win behind Jude Hockey. With that, we're now on a 2-game winning streak as we head into game number 6 here on the season at 2-3. Division now is the Jacks for the first time in 3. On the mound for the Jacks is their ace left-hander Elmo Sater in his 10th season. No record, a 0 ERA and an 0.75 whip. And on the mound for us is 8th veteran left-hander Antonio Smacks. Smacks has not pitched yet this season, so this is his season debut as we picked him up out of free agency. Smacks spent his first 6 years in the league with the Platypi. He then pitched last season with the Jacks, and now here in his 8th year, he is in his first season with us, facing his second former team. Here's our lineup for today's game. Leading off at first base is backup Joel Buffums. Batting second, rookie left fielder Hoots Huerta. He is tense coming into this appearance. Batting third out in right field, worry less, Spool Worrymore. He's locked in. Batting fourth is the catcher, Bern Oliver. Batting fifth at third base, Merriam DDP Doherty. Batting sixth, locked in center, is Jared Mealy. Batting seventh at shortstop is Steve Collins in a backup position, giving Soto a day off. And batting eighth, rookie second baseman Corey Pepperonis with the pitcher Smacks batting in the 9 slot. Let's get it on. Jacks coming into this season are looking pretty balanced. They're pretty weak on the offensive side of things. Contact's a bit below average. Power and speed are almost non-existent. Their pitching and bullpen and their defense are a little bit better than all that. Bullpen's about average, a little below average at best. Rotation is slightly above average along with the defense. So they don't look particularly good on paper, but they do have a 500 record right now, so they must be doing something right. See how this goes. Leading off for them will be Klein, Sports, and Aguirre here in the first. Leading off, former wide load second baseman Titus Klein. He is neutral right now. Contact for his left-hander active, hitting .231 on the season against Smacks. Fastball inside, check swing strike called. 0-1 as Smacks gets ahead. Ball down, fouled off by Klein. 0-2 as K-Dot activates for Smacks. There's one Achilles heel that he's never gotten rid of in the series. Change up inside, misses. 1-2. Slider away, chased it outside, strike 3. Bad swing from Klein. First punch out for Smacks. That'll bring up veteran shortstop Jock Sports in his 10th year. First year with the Jacks here in the series. He spent his previous 9 all with his original team, the Nemesis. Sports hitting .353 on the year with an RBI. Here's the lineup for the Jacks. After Sports, it is right fielder Jamari Aguirre, the rookie. He's locked in. Batting fourth, first baseman Juniper Salinas. Batting fifth, catcher Samuel Perez. Batting sixth, center fielder Super Sampson. Batting seventh, left fielder Gregory Knockmore. Batting eighth, tense is third baseman Whistle Pecorino. And batting ninth is the pitcher Elmo Slayer. First pitch curveball in the dirt to Sports, bounces ball 1. Slider down and then is inside, 2-0 the count. Seamer up and away, check swing strike called, 2-1. Fastball down and away, fouled back, Sports evens it up at 2-2. K-Dot active again here for Smacks. Change up and in, way high, ball 3. Full count offering coming, slider up, high, called strike 3 at the letters. Back-to-back K's starts the day for Smacks, and that'll bring up right fielder Jamari Aguirre, who is locked in, rookie hitting .533 with a homer and 2 RBIs. First pitch fastball down, strike called at the knees, 0-1. Change up and away, swung through it, 0-2 the count. Curveball way outside, nowhere near the zone, 1-2. Seamer up and in. Lined into center field. Mealy in a few steps. Races in to make the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Smacks to start his season. Bottom 1, Buffums, Huerta, and Worrymore due up against the veteran, Elmo Slayer. Leading off is backup first baseman Joel Buffums getting a start today. Former Platypi hitter hitting .333 on the year with an RBI. believe that's 1 for 3 as a pinch hitter off the bench. Here's a look at Slayer's numbers on the season. Elmo in his first start went 6 2/3 scoreless innings, 0.75 whip and a 0 ERA. He, however, got a no decision. They did win that start as Harvey Hangnail vultured the win out of the bullpen. He gave up 4 hits, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts, batting average against 167 on the season. Jacks coming into this contest on a 2-game losing streak, looking to turn it around. I believe that was a curveball inside, ball 1. Heater high, 2-0. Change it down, swung through it, 2-1. Fastball middle in, broken bat liner to left center shallow. Sports there to make the catch, 1 down. And that'll bring up left fielder rookie Hoots Huerta, who is tense, hitting .227 with a homer and 2 RBIs on the year. Heater away, strike called, 0-1 as Slayer's already locked in. Change up outside, 1-1. Chased it outside, 1-2. Came in active for Slayer here. Curveball down in the way, pops it up, shallow shortstop, in on it Sports. He makes the catch on the infield grass, 2 down. Base is empty for Worry Less, Spool Worry More. Offensive captain is locked in, hitting with .476 on the year with contact for his left-hander. 2 RBIs active, already on the season for the locked-in right fielder. Heater away, misses, ball 1. Heater down and then is inside, 2-0 the count to Spool. Fastball middle in, ripped the left on the line, but it's right at Knockmore, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. To the second, we're scoreless on both sides. Salinas, Perez, and Sampson due up. First baseman Juniper Salinas leads off for the Jacks. Inside pitch active for the cleanup hitter, hitting .286. 1 RBI on the season so far. First pitch 2-seamer down on the way is chased, ball 0-1. Slider away is outside, 1-1. Fastball up and away, chased it, 1-2 the count. Gated active for Smacks again. Changed it down on the way, chased it, strike 3. 3rd punch out already for Smacks today. 1 down, and that'll bring up catcher Samuel Perez, hitting .125 with 2 RBIs on the season. Former Overdogs and Buzzards backstop as that slider bounces in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball up and in is inside. 2-0. Curveball down in the way. Check swing strike called at the knees. 2-1. Change up away. Rip the 3rd. Leaping is Doherty. Make a nice catch. 2 down. Base is empty for center fielder Super Sampson, hitting .222. 3 RBIs on the season for him. Fastball away in the first pitch. Ripped to right center field. Hit well by Sampson off the end of the bat. That's carrying well to the fence. Off the fence it goes as Mealy runs it down. That is a 2-out double for Sampson. First hit of the game for the Jacks here. Runner at second, 2 down for left fielder Gregory Knockmore, hitting .200 on the year with a homer and 2 RBIs. Slider away in the first pitch. Grounded in the hole to short. Collins over to his right. Backhands it cleanly to first, and that ends the inning. 1 hit for the Jacks, but nothing comes of it. Bottom 2, Oliver, Doherty, and Mealy do up against Slayer. Leading off the inning is catcher Burn Oliver, only hitting .083 to start the season. A great start to the year for him. Slider in there at the knees, 0-1. Slider in there at the knees, 0-2. 2 back-to-back pitches from Slayer that are great. Curveball down and in is turned on and skied to left, right at Knockmore. To his right, 1 down. Next up, Merriam DDP Doherty. The normal first baseman is playing 3rd base today, hitting .263 with a homer and 3 RBIs. Heater high, ball 1. Forkball down and in, popped up, shallow left field down the line. In on it Knockmore as he calls off both Pecorino and Sports to make the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for center fielder Jared Mealy, hitting .579 with an RBI in the air. He is locked in. Heater in there at the letters, 0-1. Fastball up and in. Mealy rips that to the gap, right center field. Sampson gives chase. It pops down in front of him. No for a base hit. First hit today for us is a 2-out single from Mealy, as that keeps the inning alive for shortstop Steve Collins, playing a backup position today to give Soto a day off. Hitting .300 with 2 RBIs on the year. Runner goes to the first pitch. Forkball in there for a strike. Throw down to second is late. Easy stolen base there for Mealy, his second of the season. He is 2 for 3 now. 0-1 the count to Collins with the RBI chance. Swung through it away. 0-2 the count. Fastball up and in. Chased it late. Strike 3. First punch out for Slayer as that ends the inning. To the third. We also get a 2-out hit, but can't do anything with it. To the third. Everett's all knotted up at 0. Pecorino, Slayer, and Klein do up. Leading off is Tent's third baseman, Whistle Pecorino, in I believe his 3rd season, first with the Jacks. He is Tent's, hitting 125 with a homer and 3 RBIs. It's either his 2nd or 3rd year. I don't know exactly which. Change it down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball away, swung through it, 1-1 the count. Slider down and away, chased it outside, 1-2 the count. Seamer up and in. Swung through it, strike 3. 4th punch out already for Smacks today. Normally doesn't get a lot of punch outs. 1 down. That'll bring up pitcher Elmo Slayer. Locked in. He went 1 for 3 on opening day as a batter. Fastball in the first pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Seamer up and in. Swung through it. 1-1. Change up inside. Misses. 2-1. Curveball down and in. Ripped the first. Right at Buffum's on the line. 2 down. Base is empty for second baseman Titus Klein, who struck out swinging his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Smack's now locked in. First pitch slider up and in is inside. Ball 1. Fastball up and away. Driven to right center field. Hit pretty well by Klein. Mealy tracking it into the gap. He's there. Makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Smacks. Bottom 3, we are still scoreless. Pepperonis, Smacks, and Buffums do up here for the Buzzards in the 3rd. Leading off, rookie second baseman Corey Pepperonis with contact versus left-handers active here. Rookie hitting .400 on the season with 3 RBIs. Heater up and in is high from Slayer, ball 1. Fastball down the middle, off the end of the bat by Pepperonis as he just missed it, into right. Moving only a step is Aguirre as he puts it away. 1 down. That'll bring up the pitcher Smacks, getting his first at bat of the season. See how he does. Fastball up, lined up the middle, base hit for Smacks. As not only is he pitching well, he's also hitting well. 1 for 1 now on the season as he's on at first with 1 down. That'll bring up the first baseman Buffums 0 for 1. Pick off to first as Smacks back safely. Fastball up, line to first, right at Salinas, and that's an unassisted double play as she was standing in the perfect spot holding the runner. To the 4th, we're scoreless. Sports, Aguirre, and Salinas do up. A little unlucky there. Leading off Jock Sports, 0 for 1 today in Tents. Struck out looking his first time up. First pitch slider down and in is low, ball 1. 4-seamer down and away, grounded in a hold short. Collins over to his right, fields the high hopper cleanly to first, 1 down. Next up is right fielder Jamari Aguirre, 0 for 1 today. Flew out his first time up. First pitch curveball down and away, low in the dirt, ball 1. 2-seamer up, fouled back by Aguirre, 1-1. Change it down and in is way inside. 2-1 as it backs him off the plate. 4-seamer up and away. Chased it high. 2-2. Cated active for Smacks here. Curveball down and away in the dirt. Nowhere near the zone. 3-2 the count. Slider away. Ball 4 just outside. First walk today for Smacks. Geary reaches, and that'll bring up Salinas 0 for 1 today. First pitch 2-seamer up and away is way outside, ball 1. Fastball middle in is ripped up the middle in the happy zone for Salinas. It's in the left center. That was a mistake pitch. First and second now with 1 down for the Jacks. That is going to bring up catcher Samuel Perez, who's 0 for 1 today. 4-seamer down and in on the first pitch is inside, ball 1. Curveball down in the way. Grounded up the middle. Collins dives, knocks it down, flips to second 1. Pepperoni's to first. Just late, fielder's choice. 2 down. And for runners at the corners for Sampson, who doubled his first time up. Can super deliver. First pitch slider away. Hit up the middle. Collins to range to his left, cuts it off, fires to first in time, and that ends the inning as Smacks gets out of the jam. Bottom 4, we are scoreless. Huerta, Worrymore, and Oliver do up against Slayer. Here's Huerta, rookie 0 for 1 today with a soft little pop out to left field his first time up. Heater high, ball 1. High again with the heat, 2-0 the count. Fastball up, swung late, 2-1. Fastball up and away, line to right center. Off the leaping second baseman's glove. Klein picks it up, fires to first, but it is an infield single for Huerta as he'll reach. Leadoff man on for Worrymore, who's 0 for 1 today. Flew out to left his first time up. Curveball down and then ripped to third, off the diving Pecorino's glove, ricocheting to Sports. Relay throw to second is late. Everybody's safe on the infield single. First and second, none down for Oliver, who has RBI man activate. He is 0 for 1 today. Flew out to left his first time up. Slider inside on the first pitch, chased and popped up behind the plate. Perez there to make the catch, 1 down, as once again Oliver fails to deliver. Next up, DDP, 0 for 1 today. Changeup inside, misses. Ball 1 as Slayer's no longer locked in. Slider in there at the knees, 1-1. Slider inside again, same spot, nice pitch, 1-2 the count. Slider down, lined and hits Slayer right in the chest. DDP hustling up the line, beats the throw to first by Pecorino. Infield single, everybody's safe. 1 down, bases loaded for Mealy, who singled his first time up and then stole a base. Let's see what the injury is to Slayer. It hit him right in the jaw. Oof. Dude probably has some busted teeth and he's got a concussion more than likely. Can the injured starter get out of the bases loaded jam? Let's find out. Mealy with a big opportunity here to break it open. Infield in, strike called, 0-1. Slider down and then hitting the hole to short. Under the glove of Sports into left field shallow. 1 run is in. Coming around third is the second runner. Worrymore. He'll score safely. 2-run single for Mealy. It is 2-0 Buzzards. Next up is Collins, 0 for 1 today. Curveball chased below the knees and fouled off, 0-1. Collins struck out swinging his first time up. So far the only batter to strike out against Slayer. Curveball's inside, 1-1. Slider up and in, Collins skies at the center. Retreating back is Sampson to make the catch, 2 down. We draw the throw and retreat. Sampson is the best arm in the outfield. 2 down for 2 on for Pepperoni, 0 for 1 today. And that'll do it for Slayer as he only goes 3 2/3 innings after the injury. He gives up the 2 runs here in the inning on the single by Mealy. 2 runners on base, his responsibility. Coming out of the bullpen, left-handed specialist Tucker Turlington in his 10th season. 3rd, I believe, with the Jacks here in the series. Turlington on the season, in 3 appearances, he has no record, a 6.23 ERA and a 1.15 WHIP. He's given up 3 earned runs in 4 1/3 innings, 4 hits surrendered, a walk, a homer, and 6 strikeouts. Batting average against on the year, 235. Slayer leads after striking out 1 batter, giving up 2 earned runs on 6 hits, no walks. He is in line for the loss, though, and the 2 runners on base are his responsibility. Let's see if Pepperonis can deliver. Rookie flew out to right his first time up. Slider in the dirt, ball 1. Heater away, misses from Turlington, 2-0 the count. Slider's low, 3-0. Heater in the dirt, ball 4. That is a 4-pitch walk from Turlington out of the bullpen as the bases are now loaded for Smacks. 1 for 1 with a single. He's still locked in, but specialist active for Turlington. The good news is Smacks didn't have any hitting ratings to reduce, and he got a hit. Let's see if he can do it again. Big spot for the pitcher. Slider in there. That's his first strike out of the bullpen, 0-1. Fastball up, line to third. Pecorino there makes the catch, and that will end the inning. But we get 2 runs on a single by Mealy off the injured Slayer to the 5th. It is 2-0. Knockmore, Pecorino, and Turlington do up. Leading off the inning, left fielder Gregory Knockmore. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Fastball up from Smack, strike called, 0-1. Ball down and away, grounded to third up the line. Doherty on the backhand gets there, fires to first, one down. Next up is Pecorino. Third baseman struck out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Slider away is outside, ball 1. Fastball middle in, foul back, 1-1 to count. Slider down and in, swung through it, 1-2 to count. Two-seamer up and away, way outside, 2-2. Change it down and away, low, 3-2 to count. Fastball up and in, high, ball 4. Second walk today for Smacks as he lost Pecorino. He's on with one down for the pitcher Turlington. Will they bunt? Let's see. Two-seamer up, bunt is down. Fair ball, just foul. Good job by Smacks to let it roll. 0-1 to count. Ball down in the way. Bunt is down in front of the plate. Oliver, no play at second. He'll throw to first on the sacrifice. 2 down. Runner in scoring position for Klein, who's 0 for 2 today. He is struck out and grounded out. First fastball up and in. Strike called, 0-1. Ball down in the way. Chase back to the mound on the chopper. Smacks to first. That is going to end the inning. As he strands another runner. Bottom 5, it is 2-0. Buffums, Huerta, and Worrymore due up against Turlington. There's Joel Buffums, 0 for 2 today. Lined into a double play last time up. Heater in there at the letters, 0-1. Way outside on that pitch. That slipped out of Turlington's fingers. 1-1 to count. Fastball up, swung late, 1-2 the count. Slider inside is popped up behind the plate. Right there for it is Perez. He'll make the catch, 1 down. Turlington locked in, and that'll bring up Huerta, who singled to lead off the rally last inning. He's 1 for 2. He's also scored a run. Curveball down in the way is in there at the knees, 0-1. Curveball down, chopped in the hold of short, backhanded by Sports. He'll fire to first, 2 down. Base is empty for Worrymore, who singled last time up and also scored a run. He's 1 for 2. Contact for his lefty still active here. Heater in there at the letter is 0-1. Heater in there at the letter is 0-2 as Whiffer now active for Worrymore. Fastball up and away, fouled off. We'll do it again. Fastball inside, bloop to right center field as Worrymore gets to it and uses his strength to drop it into right center. He's now 2 for 3 as that'll extend the inning here for the cleanup hitter, Burnout. 0 for 2 today, intense as he popped out behind the plate last time up. Curveball behind the plate, popped up, foul, off the backstop this time, 0-1. There it goes. Fastball on the pitch out, throw down by Perez. Just late as Worrymore still steals despite the pitch out. He's now 1 for 1 on the season. Yeah, he's 1 for 1, okay. 1-1 the count to Burnout. RBI man now active for the tense catcher. Fastball inside, bloop to left center field and shallow. That's a tough play. Knockmore running in. He'll get there, and that will end the inning. To the 6th, it's still 2-0. Sports, Aguirre, and Salinas due up. Here's Sports. He's 0 for 2 today, intense. Looking to start something against Smacks. First pitch curveball inside, nowhere near the zone, ball 1. Fastball middle in, check swing inside, good take, 2-0. Slider down in the way, check swing strike called, 2-1. Two-seamer up, foul back, 2-2 the count to Sports. Change it down and in, low, full count. Fastball down in the way, Sports fouls it back, will stay alive. Ball down in the way, chopped up the middle, off a Smacks glove behind the mound. That's going to be an infield single as Collins is in no man's land. Leadoff man on, Sports now 1 for 3, and that'll bring up Aguirre. Walked last time up, he's 0 for 1 with the fly out. First pitch slider inside, check swing strike, 0-1. Change it down, chop to first, Buffums charges in, bare hands to second, 1. Collins back to first is late on the relay. Fielder's choice, 1 down. Here's Salinas, 1 for 2 with a single. Fastball outside, runner goes on the first pitch, throw down by Oliver. just late. Good steal by Aguirre as he uses his great speed as the rookie is now in scoring position. Aguirre, 1 for 2 now on steal attempts this season. That might be the first of his career. 1-0 the count. Curveball away. Ripped up the middle on the ground. Base hit for Salinas. Her second hit today. She is 2 for 3. Runners at the corners now with 1 down. Good RBI chance for Perez. He's 0 for 2 today. Grounded into a fielder's choice last time up. First pitch changeup inside. Misses. Ball 1. Fastball down and away. Line to right center field in the gap. Extra bases for Perez. That scores Aguirre easily. Mealy gets to it and gets it in. It'll be a 1-out double as it's second and third with 1 down. 2-1 the scores. The Jacks on the board. Now to bring up Sampson. 1 for 2 with a double. Smack's no longer locked in. Fastball down and away. Strike called. 0-1. Slider up. That's high. 1-1. Two-seamer down and in is low. 2-1. Curveball down. Grounded to short. Collins overcuts it off. Fires to first. 2 down. RBI ground out for Sampson, though, as it's now 2-2. Go ahead run at third in Perez. Here's Knockmore 0 for 2. Fastball middle in on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Changeup away. Chased it outside. 0-2. Tough out versus K-Dud here. Curveball up and in. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Two-seamer down and away. Check swing low. Good take. 1-2. Slider down and in. Inside. 2-2. Fastball up and in. Rip the right center field. Worrymore over for it. Runs it down in the gap, and that ends the inning. But the Jacks tie it up on 2 RBIs on a double by Perez and a ground out by Sampson. We're all knotted up at 2 to the bottom of the 6th. Daugherty, Mealy, and Collins do up. Here's Daugherty, 1 for 2 today with a single. She'll face the specialist Turlington, who's locked in now. Slider at the knees, 0-1. Curveball low, 1-1. Curveball down, grounded off Turlington's glove to short. Sports barehands it on the charge and fires to first. Just late infield single for Daugherty as she is safe. She's now 2 for 3, and that'll bring up Mealy 2 for 2 with 2 singles and 2 RBIs. He's locked in. Turlington no longer locked in. He's down to neutral. Let's see if he can keep Mealy off the base paths here. Heater high, ball 1. Heater in there at the knees, 1-1. Fastball up and in, lined up the middle. Sports there on the hop, flips to second 1. Klein to first, just in time for the double play. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Collins, 0 for 2, as Turlington locked in again. Heater high, ball 1. Heater away, misses, 2-0. Chased it up and away, 2-1. Fastball middle in, line to left field, base hit for Collins as he dumps it into left. First hit today for Stevie's, 1 for 3, and that'll activate Steeler. 2 down, runner at first for the rookie Pepperonis. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Can he deliver? He's flown out to right and walked last time up to load the bases. Curveball away, misses, ball 1. Fastball at the knees. Pepperonis waits for it, drives it deep, right center field, hit pretty well. Back for it, Sampson, no, he'll run it down, and that will end the inning. To the 7th, it is knotted up at 2. Pecorino, Turlington, and Klein do up against whoever we bring in out of the bullpen. Smack's done after 6 innings. He gives up 2 earned runs on 5 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Not a bad debut for Smacks. It's a quality start, but he will not get the win. Pecorino do up first, 0 for 1 with a walk. Pinch hitting for him is backup first baseman Hercules Bentley, the former Sandcats product, hitting .333 on the year. Who do I want to go to here? We are probably going to double switch with... Let's see, who do we want to come in out of the bullpen? We're turning it over to left-hander rookie Vern Buck, as we're going to take out Oliver, I believe. And we're going to bring in Otis Ingram, the backup catcher. He will lead off next inning. Pitcher slot will be due up 5th. Rookie Vern Buck on the season has no record, a 7.36 ERA and a 1.91 WHIP. In 2 appearances, he's thrown 3 2/3 innings, giving up 3 earned runs, 7 hits surrendered, 1 wild pitch, and 1 strikeout. Batting average against for the rookie, .412 on the season. First pitch, two-seamer away from the lefty, outside, ball 1. Fastball down and away. Skied to left off the end of the bat. Huerta back a few steps is calling for it. He'll put it away for the first out. Next up, Turlington. Pitcher locked in. Let's see if they pinch hit for him. They will not. Turlington bunted his last time up, so it was a successful sacrifice. So no official at bat yet this year for him. Fastball up and away. Strike called. 0-1. Two-seamer up and in is inside. 1-1. Slider down and away. Chopped the first on the ground. Buffums charges, barehands it, taps the bag herself. 2 down. Base is empty for Klein. He's 0 for 3 today. First pitch slider inside, misses, ball 1. Slider away, outside, 2-0. Fastball middle of the plate, fouled back by Klein, 2-1. Two-seamer away. Chopped to second on the ground, charging Pepperonis. He'll barehand it to first. 1-2-3 inning for Buck. To the bottom of the 7th, we're tied at 2. Ingram, Buffums, and Huerta do up. Leading off is catcher Otis Ingram, who came on as part of the double switch last inning. Hitting .571 in the air, 2 RBIs, and he has power of his left-hander active. Coming out of the bench, Ham Slamus will play second base, as he'll replace Bentley in the lineup, and that will move the second baseman Klein over to third. Both now at backup positions. Turlington staying out there, is still locked in. Curveball's outside, ball 1. Slider in there at the letters, 1-1. Fastball up the middle line by Ingram as that is the first hit of his day. Leadoff man on in the 7th for the Buzzards. Now to bring up Buffums, who's 0 for 3 today. First baseman looking to deliver something against the tiring Turlington. Pick off to first, nothing doing. Ingram back safely. Curveball away, misses, ball 1. Curveball away, misses again. 2-0 the count to Buffums. Forkball away, swung through it, 2-1. Fastball up and away, grounded to second. This will be a double play. Slamus to Sports 1, on to first, double play. Next up, Huerta, 1 for 3 with a single. He is tense, as that'll do it for Turlington. Coming out of the bullpen, right-hander Taylor McWales. He is tense. 10th-year veteran McWales, numbers on the year. He has no record. In 2 appearances, he's got a 20.25 ERA and a 1.50 WHIP. 3 earned runs given up in an inning and a third, 2 hits surrendered, and a batting average against a .333. He's also hit a batter. Not a great start to his 10th season. Fastball low, ball 1. Heater in there at the knees, 1-1 to Huerta. Fastball up and in his chase, tripled to first. Salinas there on the backhand, takes it herself. That ends the inning. To the 8th, we're tied at 2 still. Sports, Aguirre, and Salinas heart of the lineup up for the Jacks. Here's Sports, 1 for 3 today with a single, is still tense. Infield single last time up for Sports. Slider at the knees on the first pitch, ripped up on the middle on the ground. Second hit for Sports today. He's 2 for 4 as he's back to neutral mojo. Now to bring up Aguirre, 0 for 2 with a walk. Aguirre grounded into a fielder's choice last time up. First pitch, two-seamer up and away. Fouled back, 0-1. Fastball down and in is low. Chased it anyway, 0-2. Slider down. Grounded to short right at Collins. Will charge, flip the second one. Pepperoni's the first. Double play. Base is empty, and now to bring up Salinas, 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. Two-seamer down and away in the first pitch. Grounded up the middle. Base hit for Salinas. She's now 3 for 4. She keeps her hot hitting going. She is now on with 2 down. Now to bring up Perez. Catcher doubled in a run last time up. He is 1 for 3. Fastball up and in is high. Ball 1. Slider up. Ripped to right field. Hit well by Perez. Going back, Worrymore to the warning track. He's there. Thank God this is Shaka as he makes the catch to end the inning. Bottom 8, we're tied at 2. Heart of our lineup coming up. Worrymore, Buck, and Doherty. Leading off is Worry Less, Spool Worry More, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. He's locked in. Facing the still tense McWales. Heater's outside, ball 1. Curveball's outside, 2-0 the count. Fastball up and in, line to second, right at Slamus, 1 down. Next up, Buck. Pitcher is going to be pinch hit for here after 2 scoreless innings of relief. Good job by the rookie, did his job today. Pinch hitting off the bench is going to be shortstop Eduardo Electro. Hitting .500 on the year with 2 RBIs last time at the plate. He had a 2 RBI single in that rally against the Wildlands last episode. See what he does here as a pinch hitter. Strike in there at the knees, 0-1. Heater in there, 0-2. Chased it up and in, popped up on the left side. Therefore, at McWales, 2 down. Base is empty for Doherty, who's 2 for 3 today. 2 singles. Heater low, ball 1. Curveball's inside, 2-0 the count. Fastball down and in, line to short. 1 hopper to Sports, who picks it cleanly to first. That's a 1-2-3 inning. We are going to double switch with Electro here. We are going to bring in long reliever Ed Salgado, who is tense. We're going to take out Buffums, which will put Electro will be at first for the time being. We are going to put him at shortstop, move Collins to third, and move Doherty over to first. 6, 7, 8 do it for the Jacks here in the 9th. Sampson, Knockmore, and Slamus. Pitcher slot due up 4th. Sampson 1 for 3 today with an RBI double. Here comes the defensive changes. Electro slides over to shortstop. And then Doherty slides over to first as Collins takes over duties back at third. Left-hander Ed Salgado coming out of the bullpen here, making his 3rd appearance of the season. Ed is no record, a 14.73 ERA and a 3.82 WHIP. 7 runs given up on 6 of them earned in 3 2/3 innings. 10 hits surrendered, 4 walks, a homer, and a strikeout. Batting average against .500 for Salgado on the year. He hasn't pitched since Game 3 against the Heaters. Both of his appearances were in routes, so he had to stay in to eat some innings and give up some runs. First was fastball inside to Sampson, strike called, 0-1. Slider down and away is low, 1-1 the count. Change it down and away. Chow dribbled to first, Doherty charges, makes the play herself, 1 down. Salgado back to neutral, and that'll bring up Knockmore, who's 0 for 3 today. Slider inside on the first pitch, fouled off, 0-1. Fastball up and away. Chopped at the middle, Pepperoni's there on the dive, makes a nice stop, fires to first. Just late infield single for Knockmore. Runner on with 1 down. Here's Slamus, second baseman hitless on the year. Came on to replace Bentley last inning. Or 2 innings ago. Slider at the knees on the first pitch, foul, 0-1. Salgado tense once more. Fastball up and in is high, 1-1. Change up at the knees. Popped up down the right field line, foul territory. Warrior tracking it. Runs it down for the 2nd out. 2 down, runner at first. Here comes the pitcher slot. Here's McWales. Will they pinch hit? No, they won't. They are going to let him bat. Fastball up and in. Popped up, foul on the first base side. Doherty giving chase near the seats. Runs it down, and that ends the inning. Good pitching from Salgado. Bottom 9, we're knotted up at 2 as we can walk it off here. Mealy, Collins, Pepperonis, and Ingram due up 4th. Pitcher slot is due up 5th. Mealy leading off, 2 for 3 today. 2 singles, 2 RBIs, and a stolen base for the locked-in center fielder. Heater low from McWales, ball 1 as he's back to neutral mojo. Heater low again, 2-0 the count. Curveball's outside, 3-0 to Mealy. Heater in them down the middle, 3-1. Taking all the way was Jared. Swung through it late down the middle, full count. Fastball away, pulled in the hole to left field. That is a base hit. Mealy's 3rd hit today. He is 3 for 4 as the speedster's on as the winning run. Next up, Collins, 1 for 3 today with a single. Contact for his right-hander active, first time today for Collins. McWales tense once more. Heater down the middle, 0-1. Fastball at the knees. Collins skies it, right center field off the end of the bat. In on it, Sampson. He'll make the easy first out. That's going to bring up the 8-hitter. Here's Corey Pepperonis. Rookie flew out to right center last time up. He's 0 for 2 today. He has walked, though. He has power versus right-hander active. Heater high, misses, ball one. Pick off to first, nothing doing as Mealy's back safely. Pick off again, and they got Mealy this time as they're going to throw him out at second, you bastards. Mealy now 2 for 4 on stolen base attempts this year as McWhale's back to neutral. 1-0 the count to Pepperonis. Fastball down the middle, line to dead center field, hit well, but it's right at Sampson, and that ends the inning as we head to the 10th. Still tied at 2. Klein, Sports, and Aguirre due up against Salgado. There's Klein, 0 for 4 today, leading off against Salgado, the left-hander. Fastball in there at the letters, 0-1. Slider down, grounded to third. Collins charges, makes the play to first. 1 down. Next up, Sports. 2 for 4 day for Jock. Singled the last 2 times at the plate. First pitch, change it down and in, line to right center. Mealy there for it, runs it down, 2 outs. Base is empty for Aguirre, 0 for 3 today with a walk. Grounded into a double play last time up. First pitch, fastball up and away is high, ball 1. Curveball middle of the plate, line to center field right at Mealy, and that ends the inning, 1-2-3. Bottom 10, it's still tied at 2. Ingram, the pitcher, and Huerta due up. We're not going to... Oh, what the fuck does she want?
Now back, the catcher, number 8.
Ingram takes a fastball at the letters. Singled last time up, he's 1 for 1. Hitter away strike called, 0-2 the count. Curveball's outside, 1-2. Curveball down in the way, blooped off the end of the bat, the shallow left, Knockmore in, makes the catch, 1 down. Hey Diggs, how's it going, buddy? Not too bad, just trying to get through this extra innings game. Going a little longer than I expected. Couldn't sleep, so I figured I might as well record a quick episode before I actually did get tired enough to fall asleep. Salgado up second in the inning and batting 1,000 on the year as a batter. He has the hit for us here because we're in extras. Curveball in there at the letters, 0-1. Fastball up and away is popped up, shallow short. Sports there, 2 down. Base is empty for Huerta, 1 for 4 with a single. Rookie is 10th still. Curveball away, strike called, 0-1. Heater high and away, 1-1. Fastball up and in, chop the second, charging Slamus on the backhand. 1-2-3 inning for McWhales to the 11th. We're still knotted up at 2. Salinas, Perez, and Sampson due up. Here's Salinas, 3 for 4 today. She's singled her last 3 times at the plate. She's also struck out once. First pitch slider away, high and away, ball 1. Fastball up and away is high, 2-0. Change away, outside, 3-0. Curveball down and away. Strike called at the knees, 3-1. Fastball up and away. Driven by Salinas, right field, hit pretty well. Worrymore track. Died. Thank God he got to the warning track. My controller died at the worst possible moment. 1 down. That is going to bring up Perez. 1 for 4 with an RBI double today. First pitch curveball at the knees. Low, ball 1. Fastball down in the way. Swung through it late. 1-1. Change up and in. Swung through it. 1-2. Slider in there at the knees, grounded up the middle, base hit for Perez. He's now 2 for 5, as that'll put him on with 1 down. I'll bring up Sampson, 1 for 4 with a double, and he had an RBI ground out last time at the plate. First pitch slider away, check swing strike, 0-1. Fastball up and in, line to left center field. Mealy lying out for it, makes a nice diving catch. Attaboy, Jared. Throw back to first is late, but that is 2 down in the innings. That's saved a run. Next up, Knockmore, 1 for 4 with a single. First pitch curveball down and in. Strike called, 0-1. Fastball up, high on the check, 1-1. Change it down and away, outside, 2-1. Slider down and away, check swing strike called, 2-2. Tough out active for Knockmore here. Heater down and away, swung through it, strike 3. First punch up for Salgado, and that ends the inning. Bottom 11, we're still tied at 2. We can win it here with the heart of the lineup. Worrymore, Electro, and Doherty do up against McWales. Worrymore 2 for 4 today. He has singled twice, still locked in. He's also scored a run today. Curveball in there at the knees, 0-1. Heater inside, 1-1. Curveball's outside, 2-1. Fastball down and in, pulled foul, 2-2 the count. Whiffer activates now for Worrymore. Fastball up, line to center. That is sinking quickly, where Sampson can't get there. It is a leadoff single. Worrymore now 3 for 5 as he's the winning run at first. Next up, Electro 0 for 1 today. Popped out to the pitcher last time up as Harvey Hangnail, the young closer in his second year, is coming out of the bullpen. Hangnail 1-0 in relief today of this season for the Jacks. He has no record, a .033 whip. In 2 appearances, he's given up no runs, recorded a save. He's thrown 3 innings, 1 hit surrendered with 3 strikeouts. Batting average against 111 on the season. Heater in there, 0-1. Fastball up and away is fouled back, 0-2 the count. Pick off to first. I got Worrymore going for second. He's out. You bastards. 1 down. Slider middle away, popped up by Electro, shallow left center. 2 down in the inning. The Sports will make the catch. It's like they know when I'm going to steal. Next up, Doherty, 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Slider inside from Hangnail misses, ball 1. Heater in there at the knees, 1-1. Heater away, 2-1. Fastball up, line to center, base hit for Doherty. Her 3rd hit today. She's 3 for 4. Or 3 for 5. She's on with 2 down. I'll bring up Mealy, 3 for 4 with 3 singles and 2 RBIs today. Can Jared do it one more time? Strike in there, 0-1. Slider down and away, blooped up the middle. Diving is Slamus over his glove into center. First and second now with 2 down as that's Mealy's 4th hit today. First and second, 2 down for Collins. He could win it here with the double. 1 for 4 with the single. Heck, hit it into the corner, we could win it. Slider in there away, 0-1. Fastball down and in, chopped under the glove of Hangnail behind the plate. Throw to first in time to get the speedy Collins, and that ends the inning. To the 12th, it's still knotted up at 2. Slamus, Hangnail, and Klein do up for the Jacks. Here's Slamus, 0 for 1 today. First pitch fastball up and away. Strike called, 0-1. Slider at the knees. Slamus fouls it off, 0-2 the count. Change up, high, 1-2. Curveball down and away, in the dirt, 2-2. Fastball middle in, strike called. Second punch up for Salgado, 1 down. Next up, Hangnail, pitcher getting his first at bat of the season. Fastball down and in, closer rips it at the third base line, fair ball. Collins there on the backhand, fields it cleanly to first, 2 down. Base is empty for Klein, who's 0 for 5 today. First pitch curveball at the knees, check swing strike, 0-1. Change up and in, rip the short, leaping Electro over his glove into left center. Huerta cuts it off, and that'll be a single. First hit today for Klein, he's 1 for 6. Next up, Sports, 2 for 5 today with 2 singles. Fastball away, outside, ball 1. Curveball away, Sports takes a check swing strike, 1-1. Slider away, line to short, Electro there, reaches up to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Bottom 12, we're tied at 2. Pepperoni's Ingram and the pitcher due up. Here's rookie Corey Pepperoni's, second baseman 0 for 3 today with a walk. Carver's right-hander still active against Hangnail. Fastball middle of the plate, driven to right center field by Corey, but that's going to hang up for Sampson, 1 down. Base is empty for Ingram, 1 for 2 with a single. Heater down and away, strike called, 0-1. Slider down and in, swung through it, 0-2. Fastball down and in, grounded to short, right at Sports. 2 down in the inning. And that'll bring up the pitcher slot, Salgado, who's 0 for 1 today. He's starting to tire. He's at half stamina, so I think we should pinch hit here. Coming out of the bullpen, coming off the bench is going to be second baseman Bruno Adamo. 10th year vet, batting 1 for 1 as a pinch hitter this year. Heater inside, ball 1. Slider away, bloop to right field shallow. Aguirre charging in, slides and makes a nice catch. That ends the inning. Coming out of the bullpen is going to be right-hander Pewter Bases. He'll replace Adamo. To the 13th, we're tied at 2. Aguirre, Salinas, and Perez due up. Here's Aguirre, 0 for 4 today with a walk. No longer locked in as he'll face the right-hander Base. Pewter on the season is 0-1. He has a 4.50 ERA and a 1.25 whip. 4 appearances. He's gotten a save, 2 earned runs given up, 4 innings pitched, 5 hits surrendered, a wild pitch, and 2 strikeouts. Batting average against .294 for the veteran reliever in his 7th year. A fastball down and in is low, ball 1. Curveball at the knees. Ripped by Aguirre to right center field. Hit pretty well. Warrior retreating to the warning track. He's there. Makes the catch, 1 down. Next up, Salinas, 3 for 5 today with 3 singles. 2-seamer away on the first pitch. Swung through it, 0-1. Base now locked in. Slider inside. Skied down the right field line, foul. Warrior giving chase. He'll run it down for the second out. 2 down, base is empty for Perez. 2 for 5 today. Singled last time up. He's also hit an RBI double today. First pitch curveball down and in. Foul back, 0-1. Fastball down and away. Grounded up the line. Foul, 0-2. Came in active for base here. 2-seamer up and away. Outside, 1-2. Slider up and in. Chased it, strike 3. First punch up for base, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 13, we're tied at 2. Huerta, Worrymore, and Electro due up. Here's Huerta, 1 for 5 today with the single. Rookie trying to turn his hitting around as he's facing the locked-in hangnail. Heater away, strike called, 0-1. Slider in the dirt, 1-1 the count. Fastball down the middle, fouled back, 1-2. Slider away, popped up foul on the right side, out of play. We'll do it again. Still 1-2. Chased it down and in on the slider. First punch out for hangnail, 1 down. Warrior up next. We're 3 for 5 today with 3 singles. Heater low, ball 1. Hangnail now locked in. Heater down and in, strike called, 1-1. Check swing low on the slider, 2-1. Fastball up and in, popped up, shallow center field, in on it Sampson. Slamus calls him off though, 2 down. Base is empty for Electro's 0 for 2. He's popped out twice. Fastball up, popped up again. Right to Slamus, 1-2-3 inning. To the 14th, we're still tied at 2. Sampson, Knockmore, and Slamus do up. Come on, guys, I want to win this. Sampson 1 for 5 today with an RBI double. First pitch fastball down low, ball 1. Curveball inside, strike called, 1-1. 2-seamer up and away, swung through it, 1-2. Whiffer versus K-Man. Slider down and away, in the dirt, 2-2. Fastball up and in, swung through it, strike 3. Second punch out for base, 1 down. Next up, Knockmore, 1 for 5 with the single. Slider down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball down and away is low, 2-0. 2-seamer inside, fouled off, 2-1 the count. Slider away, outside, 3-1 as composed activates for base. 4-seamer up and in, swung through it, full count. K-Man now active against tough out. Good ball down, skied to left, Huerta back a few steps, calls for it. Rookie puts it away, 2 down. Base is empty for Slamus, 0 for 2 today. 2-seamer down and in, swung through it, 0-1. Fastball down, chased it, 0-2. Slider up and in, way inside, almost hits Slamus, 1-2. Curveball down in the dirt, 2-2. 2-seamer up and away, outside, full count. Fastball down and away, grounded up the middle, base hit for Slamus. That'll extend the inning as that'll bring Hangnail to the plate. Runner at first, 2 down. That'll bring up Hangnail, 0 for 1. Pitcher will bat. Grounded out to third last time up. Slider in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball down and in. Strike called. 1-1. Curveball up. High. 2-1. Slider down in the way is outside and low. 3-1. Two-seamer inside. Ball 4. First walk for base. First and second. 2 down. Here's Klein. 1 for 6 with a single. Two-seamer inside. Ripped the short. Right at Electro. Makes the catch. That ends the inning. Bottom 14. We're still tied at 2. Doherty, Mealy, and Collins due up. Here's Doherty. 3 for 5 today with 3 singles. Trying to get something started. Slider low in the dirt. Ball 1. Slider down and in. Check swing. 1-1. Fastball down and away. Ripped the first. Nice diving play by Salinas on a hop. Flips the hangnail in time. 1 down. Next up, Mealy. 4 for 5 today. 4 singles and 2 RBIs. Strike in there. 0-1. Heater up and in. Line at the middle. Base hit for Mealy. His 5th hit today. He's 5 for 6. Mealy's 1 for 2 on steal attempts today. Remember that. So that'll bring up Collins. 1 for 5 with a single. Grounded out to the pitcher last time up. Heater away. Strike called. 0-1. Slider in the dirt. 1-1. Heater up and in. Strike called. 1-2. Fastball up. Chased and fouled back. 1-2. Runner goes. Of course. Fuck you, you cunt. Fastball down. Pulled foul. We'll do it again. Like, come on. It's like 2 strikes. Just pitch to the batter, you bitch. Tired of your shit. High ball 2. Chased it in the dirt. Strike 3. Second time Collins has struck out today. That ends the inning. To the 15th. We're still tied at 2. Sports, Aguirre, and Salinas due up. Here's Sports. 2 for 6 today with 2 singles. We're going to double switch out base here. Going to go to Alvin Resplendent, our last reliever in the bullpen, as we're going to take out Collins. We're going to bring in Soto, the third baseman. Resplendent on the year is 1-0. He has a 1.69 ERA and a 1.13 WHIP. In 3 appearances, he's given up 1 earned run, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits surrendered, a walk, a hit batsman, and 4 strikeouts. Batting average against .238. Facing the heart of the lineup here. Fastball down and in, low, ball 1. Curveball down, low, 2-0. Fastball down and in is ripped to third, right at Soto, who just came in the game. He'll fire to first, 1 down. Next up is Aguirre, 0 for 5 with a walk. Curveball away, check swing outside, 1-0. Work ball inside, fouled off. Soto lays out of his reach, 1-1. Good effort though. Fastball down and away, swung through it, 1-2. Forkball down and in. Chased in there, strike 3. Ingram fires to first. First punch out for Resplendent, 2 down. Next up, Salinas, 3 for 6 today with 3 singles. Slider down and away is low, ball 1. Fastball down and in. Ripped to second. 1 hopper to Pepperonis, who fields it cleanly to first. 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 15, we're still tied at 2. Pepperonis, Ingram, and Soto due up. Here's Pepperonis. Rookie 0 for 4 today with a walk. Is coming out of the bullpen, long reliever Rachel Rhubarb, who is rattled as she'll take over for Hangnail. Rachel on the season, no record, a 6.75 ERA and a 3.38 WHIP. In 3 appearances, she's given up 5 runs, 2 of them earned, 2 2/3 innings pitched, 6 hits surrendered, a wild pitch, 3 walks, and a hit batsman. Batting average against .429 for the long reliever who is rattled. Facing the Pepperonis, left-hander activates contact versus lefty as that slider is inside, 0-1. Heater up and away outside, ball 1. Rachel in her 10th year here in the league. Fastball high, 2-1. Slider down, grounded up the middle. Nice diving play by Sports behind the bag. Fires to first, in time, 1 down. Next up, Ingram, 1 for 3 with a single. Keeps his power versus lefty trait active here. Change up low, ball 1. Rhubarb to tense. Heater high, 2-0. Heater in there, 2-1. Change up, chase through it, 2-2. Chased it in the dirt, strike 3. First punch out for Rhubarb, 2 down. Base is empty for Soto, 1 for 67 average on the year for the utility player. Slider in there on the inside, 0-1. He is tense. Change up chased outside and pulled foul, 0-2 the count. Fastball down, bloop to right field, right at Aguirre. 1-2-3 inning. We're going to the 16th inning. Come on, when will this end? Perez, Sampson, and Knockmore due up. This is annoying. Everybody's going to be tired, too. This is going to be great. This is the second time we've gone 16 innings here in the series. Last time was against the Nemesis, and we lost. Here's Perez, 2 for 6 today. Double single and an RBI. Curveball down and in. Strike called. 0-1. Fastball away is outside. 1-1. Slider down and away. Check swing low. 2-1. Curveball down and in. Fouled off. 2-2. Fastball down and in is low. Full count. Workball down and in. Inside, ball 4. First walk for Resplendent. Here we go. Next up, Sampson, 1 for 6 with an RBI double. Resplendent locked in here. Slider away. Strike called. 0-1. Fastball down and in. Lined back and hits Resplendent right in the face. Electro no play at second. Will go to first. Late. 2 on, none down. Here's Knockmore, 1 for 6 with a single. As that caught Resplendent right in the chest. First pitch, forkball up is high. Ball 1. Fastball low in the dirt. 2-0. Slider down and away. Line to right. Right at Worrymore. That's hops in. Bases loaded now. None down. As we're going to need to sub out Resplendent, who's injured. Slam is up. 1 for 3 with a single. He does have RBI dead, though. Coming out of the bullpen is going to be starter. Sanchez Sylvia was supposed to start next game, making her season debut. Again, the 10th-year vet gets something going. She's tense because she has to be used as a reliever here. First pitch fastball down low, ball 1. Workball down and in, inside, 2-0. Curveball away, strike called, 2-1. Fastball down and in, grounded to short, right at Electro. Fire home, 1 down, Ingram to first, double play. Nice clutch pitching. 2 down for Rhubarb, who's tense, and they're pinch hitting with Enrique Goyo, the left fielder. First bat of the season for the 10th-year vet, former Wild Pigs outfielder. Low pitch is active. First pitch fastball up, strike called, 0-1. Curveball up and in. Popped up to right field, Worrymore charging in. He'll call for it, and he'll put it away as we get out of a bases-loaded jam in the 16th. Coming out of the bullpen, starter, former Buzzards pitcher Emily Bonventre. Bottom 16, we're tied at 2. Heart of the lineup up, Huerta, Worrymore, and Electro. Here's Huerta, rookie 1 for 6 today with a single, facing Bon. Emily made 1 start on the year so far. She is supposed to pitch next game for the Jacks. 1-0 with a 3.18 ERA and a 1.41 whip. In that start, she went 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 3 walks, a homer, and 2 strikeouts. Batting average against .238 on the year as she is down to neutral mojo. Curveball in there below the knees, ball 1. Curveball in there, 1-1. Fastball up is chased, fouled back, 1-2 the count. Fastball up and away, bloop down the right field line. Salinas there, 1 down. Next up, Worrymore, 3 for 6 today with 3 singles. Heater away, strike called, 0-1. Curveball inside, 1-1. Low in the dirt on the cutter, 2-1. Fastball inside, ripped by Worrymore to the gap, right center field, hit well. That'll split him, and that'll get 1 hop to the wall. So he'll be in scoring position with 1 down here in the 16th with a 1-out double. RBI chance for Electro, who's 0 for 3 today with 3 pop-outs. Only batter we have left is Slapper Glute. Shit, okay. It's Electro's at bat. I got no one to sub in for him. Cutter in there, 0-1. Fastball high, 1-1. Cutter away, strike called, 1-2. Swung through it, strike 3. What was I swinging at? I don't know. 2 down. Next up, Doherty, 3 for 6 today with 3 singles. Cutter inside, 2-seamer inside, misses, ball 1. Cutter in there, 1-1. Fastball put in, bloop to left center field. That is dying quickly. Diving as Sports is out of his reach. Coming around third, Warrior. Here's the throw from Sampson. It is late. It's a walk-off RBI single in the 16th for Doherty as DDP is the hero. Buzzards win in 16 innings as the marathon ends 3-2. Oh, thank God. That's our third win in a row, but everyone's going to be freaking tired as hell. 3-2 the final. Buzzards win after 16 long innings. No one had scored since the 6th inning. We went 10 innings before we scored. Wow, okay, Jesus. Looking at both clubs, RBIs today for Perez and Sampson for the Jacks. Perez had an RBI double in the 6th, and Sampson had an RBI ground out in the 6th. For us, we had 3 RBIs today, 2 by Neely on a single back in the 4th inning, and Doherty just won it in the 16th with a walk-off single. Holy crap. Pitching lines, wow, that's a lot of pitchers. Slayer gets injured in his start, so he had to leave early, which really taxed their bullpen. They gassed Turlington, McWales, Hangnail. Rhubarb is rested, but Bonventre ends up taking the loss, going 2/3 of an inning, giving up an earned run on 2 hits and a strikeout. She falls to 1-1, and the winner will be our starter, Sanchez Silvio, who pitches an inning in relief, scoreless to get out of a bases-loaded jam in the top half of the 16th to earn the win. She improves to 1-0, and she has to start next game. Good thing she didn't throw that many pitches. Although our bullpen is absolutely shot. Player of the game is Mealy, who had a 5-hit day. He had 2 RBIs, and he was stole a base. He was caught stealing twice as well. Warrior went 4 for 7. He'll score the winning run. He also stole a base. And Doherty, a walk-off single in the 16th as the winner. She goes 4 for 7. Damn, what a episode. Jesus Christ, that took forever. Pardon my French, but good lord, that was an hour. I didn't think it'd be this long. Still, a win's a win. Take them and you move on. Have a look around the league real quick. Looking at the free agents. Looks like Bird and Mullins are still out there, so that's good. Gallegos gets +3 accuracy on a nice random roll, as he's up to 70 in the category. Slash Trips is picked up by the Blowfish for Dirk Sportswood. Okay, not bad. Decent upgrade there for the same amount of money. Let's go ahead and look sim up to the next game here. We're now on a 3-game winning streak as we're at 3-3 on the year, and we're up to 2nd place in the division. Still at a negative 20 run differential, though. Working on it. Hot Corners beat the Moose easily, 7-4. Herbivores rally and do beat the Wild Pigs, 6-5. Crocs taking on the Heaters here. Crocs beat them up, 7-2. Good win for them as they're now up to 2nd place. Platypi win 4-3 and 10 over the Bee-Wolves as the Bee-Wolves take their first loss of the year. Wildloads rally and beat the Nemesis 7-6 in 10 innings. First win of the year for the defending champs. Blowfish win 5-0 over the Freebooters, who've lost 2 in a row. And in the final game of the sim, Sandcats beat the Sirloins 6-4. So we're now in 3rd place, tied for 2nd with the Crocs at 3-3. Good start, good start. Love to see it. We're on a 3-game winning streak. We'll see if we can keep this going. Alrighty. Here's the preview for next episode. We're taking on the Overdogs, who are leading the division at 4-1. We're at 3-3. On the mound will be Silvio, who just got the win. She threw an inning in relief to get that win. No ERA and no whip. And on the mound for the Ortiz for the Overdogs. No record, a 9.82 ERA and a 2.45 whip. Looking around the league, looking at player developments here. Could use the fielding for Buffums, not gonna lie. Silvio, do you really need this? Probably not. Oliver could use the speed in the arm, maybe. Speed and arm for Pepperonis would be nice. Yep. That's a dumb one for Ingram. And a dumb one for Warrimore. Okay. Well, if we could do 2. We could actually, yeah, we could do 2. We could do this one for Pepperonis will be here next time. It's only at 1%. We can do this one for Buffums and this one for Oliver. So we'll do both. Oliver first. Gets the 2 speed. Not bad, up to 61, 1 arm to 83. And for Buffums, she'll get the fielding boost here, +6. She's up to 53, and she does not get steal. But that's okay. She didn't run particularly well anyway. Nice upgrades there. Let's go ahead and look at signing a player here. There is a good reliever out there in Never Walker, but he is way too expensive, so we are going to wait on this man Tolbert's the other solid reliever, but I would rather have Never Walker, honestly. And looking at the starters between Bird and Mullins, I don't know, we're pitching better with the B minuses, so I think we'll stick with what we got for now, and then maybe sign them after next episode, depending on if they get below 7 million. That sounds like a plan. Alright, let's set the lineup for next episode and call it a day. Alrighty, leading off will be rookie right fielder Hoots Huerta, who is still tense. Batting second is center fielder Worry Less, will worry more, he is locked in. Batting first at first base, locked in, is Miriam DDP Doherty, she'll be at first base. Batting fourth is tense catcher Burn Oliver. Batting fifth, third baseman Steve Collins. Batting sixth, rookie second baseman Corey Pepperonis. Batting seventh, shortstop Turtle Soto, now back in the lineup. Batting eighth, left fielder Slapper Gluck getting the start. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Sancho Silvio, as we need to give Mealy a day off. Same with Pepperonis and Doherty eventually down the line. That'll do it for this episode, guys. If you stuck around this long, thank you, I appreciate it. It was a long one. We won in 16 innings eventually over the Jacks, 3-2. A nice walk-off single by Doherty. We're now on a 3-game winning streak as we're at 3-3 on the year, and we'll be taking on the Overdogs for the first time of 3 next episode. Let's tune in to see if we can take down the division leader and keep our win streak alive. And that's all I gotta say right now. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already on Twitch, hit the follow button down below to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, link to Twitch in the description below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off.